Guys, thank you so much for watching my video. Welcome back. This is Moments with Irene. Guys, this is another month, January 2024, the month that we usually fast. I want to talk about something that not so many people know about. Why we fast? We fast to countercheck the works of the enemy. We fast to seek breakthrough from the things that we are asking the Lord. So many people don't get breakthrough because they are reluctant to fast. It is not easy to go without food the whole day and you get to eat in the evening. It is not easy, it is hard. But how badly do you want your blessing? How bad do you want your blessing? Let's say you're looking for a job. How badly do you want it? Let's say you are tired of dating with no success. How badly do you want to get the right person? Let's say you've been miscarrying time and time again. How badly do you want that child? You have to fast and pray. You have to go into the spirit and seek the face of the Lord. You know, there are things that happens to us that are not normal. Repeated cycles of pain and failure. It is not easy to face these things. There are things that overwhelm us so much. There are things that just, make us to be so, so down. And these are things that can be solved. There are things that we struggle with that when we fast and pray, we can get a breakthrough. When you fast and pray, you can get an instant answer. Because the things the reason why that problem is persisting is because you're reluctant to fast and pray. You don't want to fast. Maybe you perceive it to be so hard. Maybe you've just never stayed hungry for a day. You know that you have to eat. But you see, you have to make a decision. How badly do you want your blessing? Do you really have to keep eating and your blessing keeps postponing? The devil will walk all over you if you're not a person who knows how to fast and pray. The devil will walk right after you and do, everything he wants to do with you because he knows that you cannot take that step and fight in prayer and fasting. We as Africans, we know that some of us have persistent problems that have refused to go, sicknesses that have refused to go. You need a breakthrough in that job. You need a breakthrough in your marriage. You need a breakthrough in situations that are beyond reach. But you see, you cannot get a breakthrough if you're not willing to fast and pray. If you're not willing to go in the spirit and ask for these things, you're not going to get a breakthrough. The problems that have been disturbing you for so long, you're not going to get a breakthrough if you don't fast and pray. You need to go into fasting and prayer and ask for these things. Let me tell you, the prayer of a righteous person availeth much. When you sacrifice yourself to fast and pray, this prayer hit the devil so much because you go into the spirit when you have died in the flesh. And you take down principalities and altars that have been fighting your progress. There are principalities that fight your progress. There are principalities that fight your marriage. There are principalities fighting your children. And these principalities are maybe from the bloodline. Principalities of failure. Principalities of death. There are people who, when they have children, they die before time. Those are principalities. There are women that they can never carry a child to full term. Miscarriages after miscarriages. Those are principalities. There are marriages that can never, after the wedding, they can never go further beyond that. That's a principality. And you find that it is very much in families whereby they do weddings, but they just never last. Divorce cases, separation cases, there are things that are so much prevalent in our societies that this thing can be worked on with prayer and fasting. You've been seeking God for a child, go into the spirit and ask God, give me a child. You pray, earnestly pray. Take down strongholds, take down chains that have been disturbing you, take down principalities. Some of our forefathers, They used to worship mountains. They used to sacrifice bulls and sheep and worship them, and do all manner of things with the blood of those bulls. Those altars, they just come down to follow us because they are our bloodline. And you don't expect your forefather, not to suffer from your forefather mistakes. You're going to suffer their mistakes. If your family was involved in polygamy, so many wives in the family, and you're a man, there's a great possibility that that bloodline will come back to you and will demand you to take on another wife, and you'll find yourself desiring another woman aside from your wife. It is because of the polygamy spirit that is speaking in your family, polygamy spirit working in your bloodline. If you don't arise and pray, you'll just find yourself marrying again, just like your forefathers did. So you need to arise and pray. You need to arise and do exploits.